So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Jonathan back at it again. So I want to start talking about behavior today, and one of the things that may be preventing you from meeting somebody nice is your behavior. And I had this debate with my dad all day, every day, and he said that when I was younger, people used to pick on me because of my behavior. And it's more to that. The reason why I had bad behavior is because I was in places where I wasn't supposed to be. I'm not Christian, but everybody in San Francisco is Christian, and you have to be Christian. So I was in those situations, and after a while, it's like, the girls don't like you, and then people are constantly match blocking you and telling you how much of a piece of shit you are. You're just going to stop caring. You're going to stop caring about respecting people. You're going to stop caring about or respecting the church. You're going to stop dressing nice. You're going to just stop, if that happens. And so that's one of the behavioral things. And I think we're all put in situations like that where we have behavioral issues because of the situations that we're put in, because we're probably not supposed to be there in the first place, And so the point is that you have to be able to have a good behavior around women, you have to figure out why you have bad behavior in the first place, right? So one of the behavioral issues I've seen is a lot of guys getting way too excited. And it's kind of like the reason they have that type of behavior is because they are sensitive and they're not desensitized, and they haven't seen much. They haven't interacted with much girls. So once they get a chance, they get overexcited. I've been there. I have many friends that got there. So how do you kind of move away from this behavioral pattern? It's simple, right? You have to have your hands in multiple baskets, or your eggs in multiple baskets, or whatever that old saying is, right? So before you go to a club on the weekend, you should have been, talking to girls online. You should have been socializing with coworkers. Even if they're not attractive to you or kind of nerdy or whatever, you should have been talking to coworkers and getting your social skills up. You should have been on the subway, and if you see a good, cute girl, talk to her just to get the practice. You should have been going out doing stuff. You should have been, instead of being on your video game, you should have been at some extracurricular after work or after school activities. If you're a student, you should have been walking around campus, just meeting people, making friends, talking to people. You should have been have your phone and texting everybody in it every day to see what they're doing, what's going on, just to get the practice. So by the time you get to the club, you're so desensitized because you've been talking to people all week and you've been talking to women all week that it's not going to be like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So that's one thing. Another thing is, which determines your behavior, is if you're around people who don't care about you or somewhere where you don't want to be, then it's kind of like you stop caring about your behavior. Like, for instance, like I said, I used to go to church for many, many years, and none of the girls ever liked me, and the dudes would always match block. So after a while, I just stopped taking care of myself, and I just stopped caring about my personal appearance, stopped caring about manners, stopped caring about being polite, because nobody was going out with me. Nobody gave me the time of day, so I just didn't give a fuck. And I started acting crazy. Not crazy, but just started acting like a bum, acting bummy. And I noticed when I go into the synagogues and stuff, I'm a lot more respectful and a lot more put together and try a little harder because those people respect me. They like me. They're like, okay, we can help you find a girlfriend. We can help you find a wife. We want you to get married. So, when people don't support you and they kind of suck, then it's kind of like that's when your behavior goes downhill, because you're like, why would I clean myself up and be polite to people if they treat me like this? So that's another reason why you have behavioral issues. Another reason could be that you have deep core issues, right? that you have super deep core issues and that you're acting out because of that. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's just kind of like they may be addicted to porno, like I said before, and only want the hottest girls, and then, you know, girls that aren't that hot come around, and then you're not going to respect them, you know, because it's like, I don't like her, I can't do nothing with her, you know, stuff like that. Like, you know, you could have some core issues with, you know, being abused, or, you know, you have mom issues or whatever. And so you have to figure out those core issues, and you have to figure it out and how to solve them. But essentially, you know, those are the three things that I've seen, you know, cause behavioral issues, right? And so, you know, the people in the group you're around, they don't care about you, and you're supposed to be in there. And also you have behavioral issues because of, you know, some type of core issue that you have to deal with. You know, there's so many other reasons why you could have behavioral problems. And also, you know, you don't get any attention before you go to a certain venue or a certain group, and then you're starved for attention. There's all these different behavioral issues. So there's all these reasons that cause you to have poor behavior. So you have to find those reasons why you're having those issues, and then you have to kind of work on that. So that's the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. All right, I'm out. Peace.